Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about NBA Youngboy. Now, NBA Youngboy is in trial right now for his life. And when I say that, I don't mean like his life is on the line like that. I don't even think that'll be the punishment if he's found guilty. What I mean is, as an up-and-coming artist and a rapper in the game, he's looking at a possible 5 to 10, you know what I mean? And that would really put a damper on his career when he's one of the hottest rappers in the game right now. Now, NBA Youngboy's first day in court went positive. I'll say it was some rare wins in that courtroom for NBA Youngboy. And that was based on some testimony from a guy by the name of Lawyer for Workers on Instagram who went to the court case. He actually traveled out there to California to watch this in person and has been given a play-by-play report. So we're going to look at a couple of clips from today and we're going to close out some of the things from yesterday. But before we get to these clips and talk about these specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about this NBA Youngboy day in court number 2. Now, yesterday, NBA Youngboy got a couple of wins in court, and he basically got the lyrics to his songs taken out of the trial. Now, this is going to make it tougher for the prosecutors from the feds to prosecute NBA Youngboy because also, they didn't have any evidence as far as like his physical evidence, DNA or otherwise, right? But let's actually look at a clip from yesterday of what went down.
Youngboy update. Rap lyrics will not be used against him. The judge is throwing out the rap lyrics, excluding them from evidence at trial. Judge Robert Gary Klausner of the Central District of California. Kudos to you, sir, for recognizing, as you said from the bench, these lyrics have nothing to do with the issues that are in this case. This is a simple gun possession case. Did he or did he not possess the gun? The lyrics from Life Support, Gunsmoke will not be used at trial against him. I expect every rapper who ever has rap lyrics attempted to be used against him to go pull this decision from the Central District of California and rely on it to argue that rap lyrics have no basis in the courtroom.
Now, based on what the guy Muhammad said right there, right? That NBA Youngboy's lyrics would no longer be used in this court. And this could set a precedence for other rappers who are facing federal charges. Like there's several rappers and their crews who are going through federal RICO charges and federal RICO cases right now. And their lyrics have been brought to the table. Now, the YSL situation, that's a Georgia State RICO case. But still, this might set some sort of precedence to where, rappers won't be getting persecuted for their rap lyrics. You know what I mean? Because they really don't do this in other genres of music, and for obvious reasons why, right? Now, there was a story from The Advocate that talked about this, and they said, well, in the headline it said this. It said, how a Johnny Cash song helped NBA Youngboy get his rap lyrics tossed as court evidence. So NBA Youngboy, citing a passage from Johnny Cash's A Boy Named Sue, argued in federal court this week that prosecutors went too far when they said they would use lyrics from Gunsmoke, Life Support, and Lonely Child as evidence as the rapper's gun possession trial. A California federal judge ruled Tuesday that Youngboy was right. Lyrics that mentioned a type of gun, a Philadelphia jewelry store, and a woman linked to a gun found in the rapper's car are not relevant to the case. So it looks like NBA Youngboy got a big win yesterday from this, right? Now, today, it seems like, a back and forth as far as the defense and the prosecution are concerned. Now, let's actually listen to a clip from what the Lawyer for Workers guy, what he was saying took place today in court. You know what I'm saying? So let's check this out.
The morning session of day 2 of the NBA Youngboy trial, we had some Kyle Rittenhouse vibes. I'll explain to you what I mean. The FBI agent who searched the car testified. The prosecution was getting him to explain that what he found in that vehicle was a car and a bunch of stuff belonging to Youngboy. And they kept kind of going on and on about all this stuff belonging to Youngboy that eventually the judge was just like, yo, stop. We see it. There's stuff in there that belongs to him. There's a gun in there. We get it. Move on. And the defense came up and they kept pointing out all the stuff that didn't belong to NBA Youngboy. They're like, yo, what about this? There's a baggage claim ticket from an airline. It has somebody else's name on it. There's like all these clothes. They're like, yo, who all these clothes belong to? There's like a box. Did you look in the box? He's like, nah. There's like a Beverly Hilton hotel. There's all this stuff that like could have belonged to other people or did belong to other people. Frustrated with the defense going on and on about this might have been other people's stuff. And he's like, look, we get it. You don't know whose other stuff may have been in this car. You don't know if other people may have been in this car. Let's move on. And the defense is like, all right, done.
Okay, so based on that clip, you can see where the back and forth was. You have the prosecution, the federal attorneys saying that, hold up, this is NBA Youngboy's car. These are his possessions. That's his weapon. You know, they try to paint that narrative. Then you've got NBA Youngboy's lawyers saying, hold up. There's a whole bunch of stuff that was in the back seat of that car or that's in that car that had nothing to do with NBA Youngboy. But what's crazy is that NBA Youngboy's DNA and fingerprints are not on the weapon while you have other people's possessions in the car. Now, I don't know the rules in California as far as that's concerned. Will they say because he's in the car and the weapon's in the car and nobody else was in the car, and to their knowledge, that it was his stuff? I don't know, man. But the fact that his fingerprints and DNA weren't on it, that says a lot, man. Now, there's another clip where he talked about, the afternoon session and the closing of the case for the day, I believe. So let's look at this clip real quick.
Youngboy update, we heard from the FBI's fingerprint expert who did testing on the evidence. It was kind of shocking. So the FBI, this expert did not actually test the firearm for prints. So they don't have any of Youngboy's prints on the firearm because they didn't test the firearm for prints. She did test the magazine and the cartridges, and she said that I wasn't able to recover any prints that were suitable for analysis, and that happens in cases. But, regardless of whether or not you're able to recover prints, regardless of whether or not there's multiple prints, this expert testified that I never tested the firearm that they are accusing the defendant of possessing. I never tested it for fingerprints. I'm pretty sure there are no other fingerprint experts that are going to testify. So it looks like the prosecutors are going to charge him with possession of a gun without ever testing the gun for prints.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you heard that right. Now, if you were listening to that clip, the FBI expert admitted in court that they did not test the weapon for DNA evidence. You know what I mean? They did not test the weapon for Youngboy's fingerprints or DNA or whatever. You know what I mean? So people, they don't know if that's his gun. That's what I would take from it. Like, just because he was found after leaving the vehicle and they found that gun in the car, I mean, there'd be so many variables I'd be throwing at that. I don't know. This seems like another W for NBA Youngboy. I don't know what y'all think, but like for them to come to court and say, and even the lawyer there, you know what I'm saying? And I believe his name is Mohammed Gagnat. And if I'm mispronouncing that, let me know in the comments. But he goes by Lawyer for Workers on Instagram. Check him out. He gives a lot of updates. Good info, right? But to think that you're in court and they're testifying like, yo, man, we didn't test the gun for fingerprints or any DNA. Like what can you go off of that? It seems like that should be his get out of jail free card right there, right? But it looks like they're still going to trial. And like he said, they're going to try to prosecute him for a weapon that was never tested for fingerprints or DNA evidence and still try to bring, NBA Youngboy to justice as far as they're concerned. But I don't know. That sounds like another win to me in day 2 in court. Now, I'm going to be following this court case closely, looking at the updates, reading all the stories out there. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Is NBA Youngboy putting up numbers on the board? And y'all tell me in the comments, do y'all think it's a possibility that he'll actually win this case? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.